Most recent petition from Save Austin Now is putting a focus on the police force in the city. With a shortage of officers and a change in budget, this issue could become the new Prop B, where residents vote against the city council's actions. Here to talk about this is Save Austin Now co-founder Matt Mackowiak and the executive director of Just Liberty, Scott Henson. Scott, Save Austin Now says they have enough signatures on a petition to reverse what they call the defunding of the Austin Police Department. Now, there's an argument that these funds were just reallocated. So was the Austin Police Department actually defunded?
No. You know, it's funny. I'm old enough to remember when Republicans were for less government and less government spending. And now they all want us to spend a bunch of money we don't have. It's one thing when Trump wants to do it and he can run trillion-dollar deficits at the federal level, but the city has to pay for its budget as it goes, and we can't afford this. And so we didn't defund the police before, and this is an absurd proposal now.
Scott, if we can't afford this, how are we affording $515 million for homelessness the next 3 years? Go ahead. I'll wait.
Well, for starters, there's a lot of money coming down from the feds. The city has decided to spend on that. But I thought we were here to talk about the proposal for 500 new police officers. And you're already trying to take things off on a different topic because you know that this is a loser for you. You know that, in fact, the public doesn't support this. And so you don't want to talk about this. You want to talk about something else. But the question we were asked was about the police budget. And so that's what I'm here to talk about.
Matt, how was the Austin Police Department defunded, as you say?
Sure. So the city council voted to cut up to $150 million from the police department. They cut $20 million immediately, and they gave themselves the ability and the authority to move up to $130 million from the police department to other things. They have moved around $70 million as of now. That is why we are 390 police officers short of where we should be for a city of our size, not 500 like Scott, pulling numbers out of the air that have no basis in reality. We have the same number of police officers today that we had in 2008 when our city was 45% as large. Scott may like the fact that we have now hit the 48 homicide number, which is the all-time record for our city. Response rates for 911 priority 1 calls are up 20% from 7.5 minutes to 9 minutes. Look, Austin's never been less safe than it is today. Okay. And it's going to keep getting worse because of this police staffing crisis.
All righty. Final question, Scott Henson. If this petition does make it onto the ballot, do you think it's going to pass?
You know, we keep hearing all of this. Austin is unsafe. The Republicans and the governor want everyone to think that Austin's this terribly unsafe place. The reality is that Austin's one of the safest cities in the state, that Austinites do feel safe when you ask them. And it's just not the case that there's some mad rush to hire 500 new police officers. When people learn that in order to hire that many cops, we're going to see cuts to EMS. We're going to see cuts to parks. We're going to see cuts to services that they actually want. And I think that they will reject the Save Austin Now petition for those reasons.
Okay. Matt Mackowiak, obviously you think it's going to pass. Explain why.
As I said before, it's never been less safe to live in Austin than it is today. Our staffing crisis is so bad right now, but it's going to get worse. Because of attrition, we're going to be at 1998 staffing levels at the end of this year when our city was 25% as large. Every violent crime stat is up at least 20%. So, Scott, I'm glad you feel safe. I guarantee you, we've polled on this, 70% of Austinites do not feel safe. And yes, the city council defunded the police. At the end of the day, we are going to overturn this ridiculous idea that's made our city less safe. We're going to ensure we have enough police officers. We're going to support our law enforcement, even if City Hall refuses to.
Okay, we got to finish it up there. Scott, Matt, we appreciate the exchange, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
All right.